Today, I've got a magical chocolate cake recipe for you that doesn't need butter, eggs, or milk, so it happens to be vegan as well. Watch on for the secret. So the full list of ingredients is right over here, but pretty much I've just got some really easy pantry staples. So some cocoa powder, self-raising flour, water, caster sugar, extra virgin olive oil, and some vanilla extract. How easy is that? So preheat your oven to 160 degrees fan forced. Too far. Whoop. There we go. So obviously we don't have a milk base for this recipe, no butter, no eggs. So when we mix together our wet ingredients, it's literally just the water, the olive oil, and the vanilla. So let's do that now. So now let's whisk this together. And that's our wet ingredients done. Let's move on to the dry. So in a large bowl now, I'm going to sift together the flour and the cocoa. Sifting is particularly important for cocoa because when you pull it out of the back of the pantry, you might have some lumps in it. You don't want to find that in your cake later, so make sure you do this step. Next in is the sugar. Now we're going to whisk that together to combine. And mixing your wet ingredients and your dry ingredients separately is really important because they can be thoroughly mixed without over-mixing the cake when they're combined. An over-mixed cake is a tough cake and no one wants that. Now it's time to add the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients, and this cake is pretty much done. It's so quick and easy, so let's get to it. Just give that another little whisk, and then in you go. You can try and whisk this as you go. So just fold those ingredients together until it's thoroughly combined, making sure you scrape all the bits at the bottom of the bowl and the sides. And if you wanted to add anything exciting to this, like some chocolate chips or some fruit, now is the time to do it, so keep that in mind. So the oven's preheated, the cake mix is done, so all that's left now is to put it into my cake tin. I'm using a 20cm square tin. You could use a round one, or if you want to make it into cupcakes, you could totally do that too. So let's get that in there. Yum! Make sure you scrape the bowl and get all of that in there. So now it's off to the oven. This will take about 40 minutes or until a skewer inserted into the middle comes out clean. All right, let's check that this cake is done. So I've got my skewer here. Straight into the middle, and look at that, perfectly clean. So it's ready to come out. All right, so that cake, it's still really hot in that tin, so I'm just gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes to cool slightly. Then we're gonna take it out and finish it off. So stand by. Look at how beautiful this cake looks. Amazing. So now we're just gonna finish it off with some icing sugar. Just a little dusting. Now let's slice this up. Yum. So get that onto a plate, and I'm gonna serve up my slice with a little dollop of coconut yogurt and some fresh raspberries too. And there you have it, a magical eggless, butterless, milkless chocolate cake. So decadent and delicious. If you're ever in a pinch for ingredients, make sure you give this a go.